Well, ICW, it seems like I, Mr. Travis Sparks, have been a very busy man over these past couple of weeks. I've been doing a lot of sponsorships. I mean, look what I'm wearing. I'm a walking sponsorship. I'm a walking sign. Macy's gave me this hat. JCPenney gave me this awesome scarf. Banana Republic gave me this dazzling warm sweater. And Supercuts gave me an awesome shape-up. But, there's another one. There's another man out there that desperately wants my attention. His name is Kronicz. Kronicz! How are you doing? Good to see you again. Maybe we can have a cup of tea or something. I don't know. As long as you'll leave me alone. Kronicz, you claim that I'm scared of you. I'm trying to avoid you. I'm dodging you. As far as I'm concerned, Kronicz, you're stalking me. That's what stalkers do. They stalk people and try to twist the story around and make it look like, oh, it's them. It's them. They're avoiding me. Well, yeah, I'm avoiding you because you're annoying me. Kronicz, you want to be me. You wish you could be me, but you can't because you chose to stay in Tennessee while I travel the world. Everybody knows me. Nobody knows you. Nobody. Except the minority. The minority know you. Everybody knows Travis Sparks. They named a fucking CPV after me. Legacy is me, not you. Me. And you want to cash in on that. You want to cash in on my name and fame. I don't need to fight you. I don't need you. You need me. That's why you call me out. But today's your lucky day. Because I'll make you famous, kid. I'm going to make you famous, boo. So at Legacy, it's going to be me versus you. It's amazing that you follow me everywhere, except for when I go to Pennsylvania. When I go to Northeast Pennsylvania, you're nowhere near there. You're nowhere to be found. You chose to stay in Tennessee, and now you want to put on your big boy shoes, and you want to leave. Now you decide you want to travel the world. Well, bad news, kid. Because come Legacy, you're going to want to pack your bags. You're going to wish you would have stayed with good old friend Marco in Tennessee. So, Kronicz, I'll see you at Legacy.
This is my legacy.
Type of kid that would always think the sky is falling. Why am I so differently wired? Am I noggin? Cause sporadic as my thoughts come, it's mind-boggling. Cause I obsess on everything in my mind. Small shit,
hello everybody and welcome to the first CPV of the season for ICW. We have finally arrived at Internet Championship Wrestling's first show of the CPV schedule, Legacy. Tonight, rivalries come to their head, and legacies will be born as we are going to crown 4 new champions tonight. First, we're kicking it off with the Television Championship Battle Royal, but we also got the finals of the Tag Team Title Tournament, as well as the 6-man ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship, and the finals of the World Heavyweight Championship Tournament. As you see the updated brackets of the Tag Team Title Tournament, as tonight it is the Kingdom, Ben Hopkins and Scott Adams, taking on the Alex Enterprise and Steve Nemesis, the Wonder Bros. That's going to be an interesting contest. And then, here's our updated World Heavyweight Championship brackets. Don DeMarco will go one-on-one with Stefan Guerrero in our main event for tonight. Holy cow, that's going to be a vicious contest, as both of those men are quite brutal in the ring going into this match. But like I said earlier, we are going to kick off the night with the 6-man over-the-top rope battle royal for the ICW Television Championship. It is KGD, Tommy Moonshine, Davie, Colton, Andy Richards, Mike Murder, and El Guapo.
ICW, our CPV is coming up, and I'm in the finals for the World Heavyweight Championship. And I'm facing the Bavarian pipe bomb that is Stefan Guerrero. And I'm going to tell you this, Stefan, You, for some reason, have been in the way of me claiming what's mine, and that is the World Heavyweight Championship. It doesn't matter what company we've been from, we're here in Internet Crawl Wrestling. And I'm here to tell you this. I will cut you, you cat, like you a freaking dish at Panda Express. That's all I had to freaking say.
Oh, big words right there from Don DeMarco. He's threatening to cut up Stefan Guerrero tonight. Well, it is time for the Television Championship over-the-top rope Battle Royal. And out comes the first contestant, Dynamite Davie Colton from England. The man who loves to wear pink. So a recap of all the stuff that's been going on heading into our first CPV of the season, Legacy. So for this match, all 6 of these men are in this match as a result of losing their respective tag team qualifier matches in the previous 3 weeks on ICW main event. Davie Colton, for example, he was in the first ever qualifier, tagged up with El Guapo, and they lost to Kevin Cross and El Immigrante going into this show. So, but Colton has a chance to make history to be the first television champion, but he's got to go through 5 other competitors. And out comes another one. It's the Rocker himself, Andy Richards. So coming into tonight, Andy Richards was part of another qualifier where he teamed up with Mike Murder, and they lost to Chris Michaels and Jeko Knight coming into this show. And he's in this match as a result, but he has an opportunity to make history tonight. The crowd is really hyped for this man. And hell, I'm even hyped as well. Awaiting the final 4 competitors to come into the ring. And there's competitor number 3. It's Tommy Moonshine. Tommy Moonshine was in another tag team qualifier scenario where he teamed up with KGD on the last episode of main event just a week ago, and they lost to Daniel Mars and Ryan Paul Jones. So as a result, Tommy's in this battle royal, but again, everybody has an opportunity to win a championship tonight in this match. Tommy Moonshine looks ready to fight. And now we're awaiting the final 3 competitors to enter the ring. Now comes Mike Murder. Mike Murder, like I said, he was tag partners with Andy Richards a couple weeks ago for a shot to get into the ladder match for the Intercontinental title later tonight, but lost. So he's now in this match. Mike Murder looks like he's ready to murder somebody. And now we await the final 2 competitors. Who's coming out next? I can tell by that music, it's KGD. Just like Tommy Moonshine, they were partners with each other on the last episode of main event and lost to Daniel Mars and Ryan Paul Jones. So let's see if KGD can somehow overcome that and win this battle royal. KGD not too pleased with this crowd. Then again, from the look in his eyes, he don't really seem to really care too much. He is just here to fight and win championships. So that's 5 men in the ring or outside the ring. We're waiting for the last one, and that is El Guapo. And there he is, the masked man of mystery in ICW, El Guapo. And he is excited. And the crowd seemed to be loving him. Recap of El Guapo getting into this match. He was partnered with Davie Colton on episode 1 of Main Event and lost to Kevin Cross and El Immigrante. So who knows what's going to happen in this match now. 6 individuals, 6 completely different styles. But then again, the strategy is to try to get everybody over the top rope at both feet touch the floor in order to get them out of this match. And here we go. Little Davie Colton with his partner from a few weeks back, El Guapo, and he just belly-to-belly suplexed him. Andy Richards with KGD with a side Russian leg sweep. Elbow to the face by Tommy Moonshine on Mike Murder. And now Andy, swinging neckbreaker on KGD. Davie Colton with El Guapo. Oh, a spinning side facebuster, flapjack looking move. Andy Richards, KGD again. Them two have been going at it all match. And now Andy, he tried to go for the side Russian leg sweep, but El Guapo interrupted it. Meanwhile, Tommy Moonshine was almost eliminated. Andy Richards counters an attempt from KGD. Meanwhile, El Guapo tried to eliminate Davie Colton, but no such luck. Snap suplex by El Guapo. Meanwhile, KGD and Andy Richards just continue to go at it. Tommy Moonshine with Mike Murder trying to get him out of the ring, but Mike Murder counters and then enters back in. Now Mike Murder trying to eliminate Tommy Moonshine this time. Oh, El Guapo with a big elbow right to the spine of Davie Colton. That's definitely going to hurt Colton a little bit. Meanwhile, Andy Richards with the swinging neck breaker. Meanwhile, Andy going after his ally for one show a few weeks back on Mike Murder. Into an amateur wrestling takedown, KGD with a snap suplex on El Guapo. Tough to kind of keep track of everything going on since it's 6 men in the ring. 6 men in the ring. But I'm going to try and do my best to keep an eye on the action as Davie Colton's up on the top rope. I think he's waiting on Tommy Moonshine to get up to his feet. Oh, and a big elbow right to the skull. And El Guapo was almost eliminated, but managed to counter and get back in the ring. Meanwhile, Tommy Moonshine's got Davie Colton trying to get him out of the ring. Meanwhile, El Guapo going to work on KGD as Davie Colton re-enters the ring. El Guapo with KGD, what's going to happen here? And KGD's the first one out. Meanwhile, Andy Richards counters a German suplex attempt from El Guapo. Davie Colton, huge moonsault on Tommy Moonshine. German suplex by El Guapo. So far, we've had 1 man eliminated, and that has been KGD as a result from El Guapo. Meanwhile, Davie Colton trying to eliminate Tommy Moonshine. And Tommy Moonshine is out. We're down to the final 4. El Guapo, Mike Murder, Davie Colton, Andy Richards. El Guapo on the bottom rope. And Andy Richards eliminates Mike Murder. We're down to 3. Colton, Guapo, Richards. Meanwhile, Colton trying to go to work on Andy Richards. Back suplex. El Guapo's down, but now he's back up. Or getting back up. Oh, inverted atomic drop. That's definitely going to hurt your children. Back suplex. El Guapo with Davie Colton over the top rope. Gonna try and eliminate Colton. Andy Richards gonna help out. Not like this. We don't usually see teamwork in these kind of matches. And Davie Colton's out. We're down to 2. Andy Richards and El Guapo. Who's going to be the first ever television champion? Andy counters. And over the top rope. El Guapo hangs on the bottom rope, but Andy's going to try and push him out with his foot. Can he do it? Oh, he's almost got him. And he's out. We have a new television champion. The Rocker, Andy Richards, wins the over-the-top rope battle royal to become the first ever ICW television champion. What a victory for Andy Richards. You definitely know he's going to have some fun at parties tonight, as he's just won the television championship, and he gets the belt. And that's the first time we've seen the belt in person. And that's a beautiful belt if you ask me. Andy Richards, congratulations.
This is my legacy.
So already we have kicked off Legacy with a bang, as we have crowned our first ever television champion in Andy Richards, but we still got 3 more titles to crown. The tag titles, the Intercontinental title, and the World Heavyweight title. But coming up next, it is a tag team grudge match that's been built up for weeks now. It's Men with Honor going head-to-head against the Ultimate Opportunists. But first we got some promos sent in by some people for tonight, and here they are.
Happy motherfucking New Year to myself, because sitting here on this New Year's Eve is the new ICW television champion, baby! Woo! I will tell you one thing. I'm probably going to go grab a few friends, have a few brewskis, and maybe invite a few women to my hotel room. Preferably Japanese or some sort of Asian. But you guys don't need to hear all those escapades. But I will say this as I am about ready to leave the arena. That I did exactly what I said I was going to do. And that was that I wasn't going to let anybody get in my way to become champion. And you know what? There was people out there that said I couldn't do it. But I didn't do it for them. I did it for myself. But not only did I do it for myself, I did it for the Rock Nation. Granted, I know I don't play the hero. But as a guaranteed promise, that I will keep this title for a very long time for them. But at the same time, for as long as I'm champion, that each and single week, that it will be a party. That it's going to be fun, and it's going to be one hell of a ride. And right now, I will say this too. That if anybody wants to join the Rock Nation, well, I'm more than welcome to have people hop on. Because as your fellow rocker, I will welcome you into my folds. Because it's prime fucking time to be a member. And that's really all I wanted to say. Hell, I'd rather go fucking party right now and just celebrate and see where everything goes. Because when main event happens, I will be there no matter what. Whether I'm fucking hungover out of my mind, I don't care. So yeah, until main event, I'll see you there.
Little celebration party about to happen for Andy Richards as he's already left the arena with the title. But now it is time for a match that was announced on last week's episode of Main Event. After weeks of ambushes between both of these teams, they're going to finally have their tag match. It's Men with Honor. Dylan Young on the right, Kyle Matthews on the left. And they will go head-to-head with the Ultimate Opportunists, Seth Cole and Michael Norman. So to recap the events going into this match, it was back on episode 1, right after Men with Honor lost their tag team tournament match to the Kingdom, who are in the finals, by the way. And right afterwards, both Michael Norman and Seth Cole attacked Dylan Young and Kyle Matthews, and we still aren't sure as to why they did that. And then on episode 2, Men with Honor got some revenge by attacking them backstage. And then it was made official by ICW General Manager Austin Reed last week on Main Event that this match is finally happening. And there are the Ultimate Opportunists. Michael Norman on the left, Seth Cole on the right. Let's look at the arrogance on those guys. So we're going to see who is the better team here tonight. And who knows, maybe this victory between one of these two teams could lead to a potential tag team title match somewhere down the road. Who knows? Man, just look at Michael Norman. He's getting way too excited. The fans are not thrilled with seeing these two arrogant opportunists. Today it's what they do, I suppose. Man, you can tell the look on Men with Honor's face. They cannot wait to get their hands on Seth and Michael. So it looks like it's going to be Dylan Young and Seth Cole to kick off the match. And here we go. This rivalry about to rear its ugly head. Collar and elbow tie up into a side headlock by Seth Cole. Transitions, and now he's got him in almost like a hammerlock. Oh, but Dylan Young with the side headlock of his own transition. And now Seth Cole across the ropes. And a big shoulder tackle by Dylan Young. Dylan Young at 6'6", 260 pounds. He's a big guy, but very athletic, as you can tell with that kip up. Irish whip into the corner, but now Dylan Young's got him. Oh, and a big jawbreaker right on the shoulder. Irish whip into the corner once again. And Dylan's got Seth up. Snake eyes. That's definitely going to disorient. Oh, but Seth counters the punch into a forearm. And now he's got Dylan up. Backbreaker. As I was saying, yeah, the rivalry between these two teams, like I said, going into this match, it was about to rear its ugly head. Because these guys cannot stand each other. Especially after what happened in the first episode of Main Event when Seth Cole and Michael Norman attacked Kyle and Dylan for absolutely no reason right after a match they had in the tag team title tournament. But I guess karma came and bit them where it hurts in the Ultimate Opportunists follow-up tournament match against the British Rebellion, who unfortunately had to forfeit their place in this tournament as a result of Nathan Hudson walking out of the company. And because of that, the Kingdom got to go straight to the finals. Kyle Matthews in the ring with a big left hand to the side in the rib cage of Seth Cole, and a big back suplex, nearly breaking Seth's neck in the process. Oh, and another elbow shot from Seth, but Kyle Matthews with a left hand and Russian leg sweep. And now he's got Seth up. Scoop slam. Oh, but Seth trips him up. And now Seth Cole is in control right now. Irish whip into the corner. Oh man, what could he be planning here? He's got him set up on the top rope. Wait a minute. Oh, I've seen this before. Back superplex from the top rope. And Kyle landed on the back of his head, but he's still getting up. I thought he'd have a concussion right there. But Seth Cole counters into a float over spike DDT. Seth Cole tags in Michael Norman. First time Michael Norman's been in this match. And now he's going to get Kyle Matthews up. Reverse suplex. Keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, still to come tonight, actually coming up next, is going to be the World Tag Team Title Tournament Finals. It's going to be the Kingdom, Ben Hopkins, Scott Adams versus the Wonder Bros, Steve Nemesis and the Alex Enterprise. So that match will be coming up right after this match concludes. Oh, Michael Norman going to the top rope. Oh my God, a huge senton. We don't see him go up to the top rope very often. And Kyle Matthews kicks out. Man, that had to knock the wind right out of Kyle Matthews' body. And a knee to the nose. Oh, but Kyle counters. Kick to the gut. Elbow to the temple. And now he's going to get Michael Norman for a Russian leg sweep. Kyle working on the big guy himself, Michael Norman. Oh, but Michael counters. And now he's got him in a front face lock. Dragon screw. Oh, and raining punches and a slap at the end. Man, Michael is a fast striker. And now, German suplex. Oh, wait a minute. Full Nelson suplex. And a trapping German suplex into a bridge pin. 1, 2. Oh, and holy cow, how did Kyle kick out of that? And Kyle's still down, but Seth Cole with an enziguri on Dylan Young as all four men were in the ring at the same time. Oh, and Michael Norman with the STO. And now he's got Dylan Young up. Oh, a powerbomb flipping takedown. And now he's going to get Kyle up. Oh, the power of Michael Norman. Powerbomb. Oh, but Dylan Young with a drop kick right to the chest of Michael Norman, who rolls out and now is back in the ring. And now Kyle just completely disoriented after all the abuse he's been taking. And now he tags back in Seth Cole. Inverted atomic drop and a boot to the face. That boot didn't look good. That I think that knocked out Kyle Matthews. 1, 2, 3. The Ultimate Opportunists win. They all think that inverted atomic drop for at first incapacitating Kyle in his children area. And then he got kicked in the face, and that kick didn't look right. I think that knocked him completely out cold, and he couldn't kick out from that. Sure hope Kyle's okay, but you can definitely tell the way that match ended, this rivalry is far from over between these two teams. And here's how it ended. First with the big right there to the children, and then a big kick, and it knocked him out. Not only from the kick, but then he hit the back of his head off the mat. And Kyle just got knocked out, and then right there, a big overhead belly to belly from the top rope to prevent Dylan Young from breaking up the pin. Well, Ultimate Opportunists, you can soak it in now, but I guarantee you Dylan and Kyle are going to be back to get some payback even more. Well, ladies and gentlemen, coming up very shortly is the Tag Team Tournament Finals for the tag titles. The Kingdom versus the Wonder Bros. But stick around because we've got some promos coming in very, very shortly from some of the participants in that match. And so on and so forth. But man, what a night this has been so far here tonight at ICW Legacy. And we're still got a lot to go here tonight.
ICW, this is the Punisher, Fisk. For years in this industry, I have taken down every single person that has crossed my path. Whether it be in multiple federations that I've been in, COH, AWF, ECF, everyone that has gotten in the ring with me has fallen to the Punisher. And in ICW Legacy, I will make my mark on this company and prove that the Punisher is and always will be the baddest motherfucker in this industry today. And I've also been informed that in the King of the Ring tournament, I will be a participant in that tournament, which means any person that will be in that tournament with me better sleep with one eye open. Because when you get in the ring with the Punisher, you change. So at Legacy you will see me, and soon I will be crowned your true and only King of the Ring. Trust me.
Well, I knew there was some sort of announcement that was supposed to be made, but I think we just got from Fisk, the Punisher, who I knew was signed to the company, but we haven't seen him until now, and he announced that he's going to be the first participant in the King of the Ring tournament, as I knew that was supposed to be announced later, but I guess Fisk decided to go ahead and put that out there. Yeah, going into our next CPV, which is King of the Ring, we're going to have the King of the Ring tournament to determine the #1 contender for the World Championship at the show Gang Wars. But there you see, up next, it's Tag Team Title time.
I'm fine longest. There's batteries in my Walkman. Nothing's the matter with me. Shit, look on the...
Round 1. Easy. Round 2. Half the tag team ran away before they could even face us. It's the heart of a champion, it's the heart of a wrestler right there, isn't it? True warrior. So scared of the kingdom that he just runs away. Oh, I've retired. We all know why you retired, and that's because you were scared of the beating that was going to be inflicted upon you. And now we're in the final. Final of this tag team tournament, and I'm going to keep this very short and sweet for you, because you know the outcome, we know the outcome, everyone knows the outcome, and that is the Kingdom make history. The Kingdom make history as your first tag team champions in ICW. So there's a few things you can do. You can like it. You can love it. If you don't want to do either of those things, you can do absolutely nothing about it. Because you know, and we know, the kingdom headed straight to the top of the tag team mountain.
So, I see that the Kingdom gets a free pass into the finals where they only had to wrestle one match, but the Wonder Bros have to wrestle two. The fuck is this shit? You know what? I'm gonna call Alex right now and discuss this matter because I think this needs to be worked out. It's ringing. Hello, Alex Enterprise! Oh, excuse me, I got the wrong number. I'm sorry. Alex, bro, what? Okay, listen up, buddy. You think you could talk to me that way? Well, guess what? Guess what, my friend? You've just been archived! Yeah, and your mother's anus smells too. Okay. Now, technical difficulties. Let's call the right number.
I know, right? 3 tennis balls? Like, are you kidding me? How? With a Yiddish clown, too. Of all things, Yiddish clown. Like, what the hell, Portugal? What the hell? What are you even going to do with that banana? It's just, like, you know what I mean? Oh, man. Hang on. Oh. No, I gotta take this. Joe. Yeah, I'll talk to you later. Alright. Have a good rest of your day, Vice President Joe Biden. Bye-bye. Hey, Hot Stuff Hansen, how's it going?
Hello, my brother. How are you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic. Just sipping on the finest iced coffee that money can buy. For $1.49.
Listen. The Kingdom are our opponents at Legacy.
Who? Who? Who the fuck is the Kingdom? What? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I know, it's a fucking drag, isn't it? Well, you know what we gotta do, right?
Well, first, we're going to tie them to a fucking bedpost. We're going to spread their ass. We're going to put a hanger on a fucking stove, alright? We're going to let it sit for about a half an hour. We're going to take that hanger off the stove. Then we're going to slowly stick it in their assholes. How does that sound? And then, we're going to lay their nuts on a fucking dresser, okay? Just the nuts. Just the nuts. And then we're going to take them while they're on that dresser, and we're going to use, like that, you know that bat, what do they call it? Lucille. We're going to use Lucille from The Walking Dead and smash their balls on the dresser with Lucille. Then, we're going to take their fucking tongue, okay? Take their tongues, we're going to grab them out of their mouth, okay? We're going to take their tongues out of their fucking mouth, and they're going to stab it like, I don't know, a rusty screwdriver. Something that's old, something that looks like their mama's assholes.
No. We gotta show the Wonder Bros are the true form of tag team. You wanna know how? Because I just came up with a song. You ready to hear it?
I thought my idea was pretty good, but I mean, okay. Yeah, I'm always down to hear new music. Hit me with them beats, bro.
Here it goes.
I'm so excited now, man. You got me pumped up. Let me take a celebratory sip. Let's do it.
We come to fight and then we get it done, 'cause we're number one, Wonder Bros!
No!
Yeah, well, if they don't like it, you know what happens?
What? What's gonna happen?
They get archived!
I mean, they deserve that. I can definitely understand that.
Okay, on the count of 3, Alex, let's do this. Let's go with the chant. For all of you. 1, 2, 3.
Wonder Bros fight!
Well, first, Ben Hopkins pretty much made the big claim that they're going to win tonight, but I don't know, the Wonder Bros, I mean, despite their rather good comedy, they are a tag team not to take lightly. And there you see the Kingdom. Scott Adams, Ben Hopkins. So to recap their performance so far in this tag team tournament, they competed on episode 1 of Main Event. They faced off against Dylan Young and Kyle Matthews, Men with Honor, and they beat them rather decisively. And then they got to skip round 2 as a result of what I mentioned earlier. They were supposed to face the British Rebellion in the semifinals, but due to Nathan Hudson leaving ICW, British Rebellion had to surrender their place in the tournament. So they got to skip to the finals. And I know those two wish they could have faced British Rebellion because there was a lot of spat going on social media between those two teams. Well, mainly the Kingdom was trying to get a specialty match with them, but it just didn't come to play as a result of Nathan Hudson leaving. And that music can only mean for 2 men as we await their arrival. There's the Alex Enterprise. And there's Steve Nemesis, the Wonder Bros. So to recap their performance in the tag team tournament, they have had a rather dominating performance. They first beat the Wild Ones in round 1 on episode 2 in a dominating fashion, and then they faced the New Movement in the semifinals on the last episode, and they had a little tougher challenge against the New Movement, but still managed to somehow pull out with the big win. But now they're going to have to go head-to-head against Ben Hopkins and Scott Adams, the Kingdom. Whoever wins will be the first ever ICW World Tag Team Champions. And there you see it on your screen. ICW World Tag Team titles and the belts have been revealed, and another beautiful title belt, or belts in this case. And there's both belts. Looks like it's going to be Scott Adams and Steve Nemesis starting this match out. Well, here we go. A little stare down between both men into a collar and elbow tie-up. Side headlock by Steve Nemesis into a side hammerlock. Oh, but the power of Scott Adams into a hammerlock of his own. Continuing to wrench, and now he let go of it. And now, oh, a huge German suplex. So far going into this matchup right now, this is the first time we've seen the Wonder Bros get kind of beat up in the early goings of this match. Then again, I mean, they're going up. Oh my goodness! Winds of change into a pin, but Steve Nemesis kicks out. Oh, but now Steve Nemesis counters with a right forearm. And now what's he doing? Oh, he's getting Scott up. Don't underestimate the power Steve Nemesis might be able to present, as he just slams him, and now he's got him in a wrenching on the neck. And And then he let go of it. And now he's got Scott back up to his feet, but not for long. Big suplex. I still can't help but kind of laugh because we saw that promo from the Wonder Bros right before this match got underway, and let's just say I don't want to end up on the archives. But if people were to ask me who do I think is going to win this match, like if I were to place bets, I would place bets on the Wonder Bros only because of the fact they have had a dominating performance. But then again, right now Scott Adams is trying to prove everybody wrong. Because right now Steve Nemesis is in a bad way. I mean, despite how arrogant and self-centered the Wonder Bros may be, the fans love him for it. And to be fair, I do kind of like it myself. And now Ben Hopkins enters the ring after a tag. Oh, wait a minute. Jackknife neckbreaker combination. Or a powerbomb neckbreaker combination. Oh, but the Alex Enterprise breaks up the pin before it could even be counted. But Steve Nemesis trying to fight back. Michinoku driver. Steve on the second rope with a kick to the face and a double axe handle to the top of the head. And now Steve has got Ben up. Irish whip into the corner. Oh, and a big clothesline into a bulldog. That'll knock you silly. And now Irish whip into his corner, and he tags in the Alex Enterprise. Oh, this is going to be big. Send him up on the top rope. Oh my goodness, what is this? Double back superplex. Holy cow. And now Alex Enterprise with the pin, and before a count can be made, Ben Hopkins kicks out. And Scott Adams is in the ring working on Alex Enterprise. He shouldn't even be in the ring. He's not the legal man. And now Scott finally going to step out onto the apron of his corner. And Ben Hopkins backbreaker on the Alex Enterprise. Oh, and a big implant buster. Implant face buster. And snap suplex. And from what I'm being told in my headset, coming up next, right after this match, will be one of the big matches of the night, the 6-man ladder match for the Intercontinental title. In that match, it's going to be Kevin Cross, El Immigrante, Chris Michaels, Jeko Knight, Daniel Mars, Ryan Paul Jones. Irish whip into the corner, and Scott Adams is back in the ring. Scott Adams going on the Alex Enterprise. Oh, and a big jawbreaker. Like a modified version of a stunner. But Alex counters with a right forearm, and now he's got him up. A Michinoku driver of his own, but man, Scott bounced off the ropes right there, so that made it even worse. Irish whip into the corner. Oh man, this is going to be big. Alex Enterprise up on the top rope with Scott. Oh my goodness. Hurricane Rana from the top rope. Wonder Bros got some momentum on their side right now. Big elbow drop from the top rope. And now into a cover. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. Just Scott Adams just too strong to stay down for long. Oh, but a stomp right on the right elbow, and now on the left elbow. And Scott back up and a kick to the gut. And he choke tosses him all the way to the other side of the ring. Swinging neck breaker. Irish whip into his corner again. And he tags in Ben Hopkins. Oh, wait a minute. They're setting up something. Oh, my goodness. Sidewalk slam, reverse DDT combination. I believe they call that move the Fall of the Empire, and Alex Enterprise kicked out. The Kingdom with their debut finishing tag maneuver, the Fall of the Empire, but Alex kicked out, and a big scoop slam to Ben Hopkins. Irish whip in the corner, and the referee was knocked down, but he's getting back up to his feet, which is good. And Steve Nemesis back in the ring onto Ben Hopkins. Back suplex. And a big spinning heel kick right to the face. Oh, but Steve, lion salt, springboard moonsault. And now into a pin, one, and a kick out at one. And Scott Adams back in the ring when he shouldn't be. And now he's getting back onto the apron. And now Steve's got Ben back up to his feet. Oh, but didn't get the right hand connected. It was countered. Back into the Kingdom's corner, and he tags in Scott Adams. Oh, a big kick to the nose. Big elbow to the temple. Another one. And another one that knocks down Steve. But he gets him back up to his feet. Oh, but Steve counters. Left hand to the jaw. And a big forearm smash. And now Steve, what's he going for here? Up to the top rope. Big moonsault. Holy cow, what beautiful precision, but Scott's back up to his feet. What's he doing here? Staring down the lifeless carcass of Steve Nemesis, and a kick to the gut. And now he's got Steve back up to his feet, and a right hand back into the corner. And another kick to the gut. And we'll send him up on the top rope. Spike DDT. A Hangman spike DDT from the top rope. And Steve continues to fight back. Nothing can really put Steve down at this point. And Steve continuing to fight with the left hand to the ear. And more kicks to the gut, into the corner. Scott hanging on, but triangle dropkick. Out to the floor goes Scott Adams. That'll knock him a little bit out cold for a short period of time, but he's gotten back up. Irish whip into the ring. As the referee was beginning his countdown of the 10 count on the outside. Back into the corner. And Steve continuing to work on the abdomen area, and he tags in the Alex Enterprise. Oh, wait a minute. They're going for it. We've seen this be done. Oh, the back suplex leg drop combination. Alex takes out Ben. This time Alex did the leg drop. It's usually Steve who does it. 1, 2, 3. We have new tag team champions, the Wonder Bros. As we see the replay of some of the action, there was that beginning winds of change that Steve kicked out at 1. But man, this was a hell of a tag match. Both teams really tried to give it their all right there. But the Wonder Bros managed to overcome the speed and power of the Kingdom and pick up a huge win and are now tag team champions. As there was this big punch right to the ribs on Ben Hopkins, and then right there, the leg drop back suplex combo, which they have dubbed the Wonderful Leg Drop. Except this time it was the Alex Enterprise who did it, whereas we've seen before, Steve Nemesis usually hits the leg drop portion. But the Alex Enterprise did it this time to show that, hey, they're capable of doing the moves in a different way. The Wonder Bros win, and they get the tag team titles. Congratulations. Man, what a match. And what a victory. We can tell that the fans of the Wonder Bros are going to have a wonderful time celebrating, if you know what I mean. Pretty much as a result of winning this match, they're sending a message to all the tag teams in ICW that, hey, we're the champs. Let's see if you can take them from us. That's 2 out of 4 champions crowned. And coming up next, we're going to get the third of the 4 crowned. It's going to be the 6-man ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship. Kevin Cross, El Immigrante, Chris Michaels, Jeko Knight, Daniel Mars, Ryan Paul Jones, all about to go to war with ladders to become the first ever ICW Intercontinental Champion. But before we get to the match, we have a few promos in store, including one that was recorded earlier today by Daniel Mars himself. So enjoy before the match.
Hello, my name is Jeko Knight, and I am your favorite Intercontinental Champion. While I carry this all over every E-Fed that I have been in, I have now arrived in the greatest E-Fed of them all, ICW. And this coming event, I have a chance to win their Intercontinental Champion, the most prestigious champion in all of E-Fed history. And in order for me to do that, I have to win a 6-man ladder match. Well, guess what? All my opponents better watch out. Kevin Cross, you can cross your name out because you are not going to win. El Immigrante, go back to immigrant land wherever you came from, I don't know. Now, Boston-born Chris Michaels, while you're a friend of mine, that's not going to make any difference because I will climb that ladder and get the ICW Intercontinental Champion. Daniel Mars, whoever that is, Ryan Paul Jones, it doesn't matter because I, Jeko Knight, am going to win that Intercontinental Champion this coming event on ICW Legacy. So you better watch out because there's a new champion that's going to be running all over with the ICW Intercontinental Champion. Yeah.
Man, what is going on, ICW? That's right, it's your boy, Boston-born Chris Michaels. And let me tell you something, there is a lot that has been going on in this illustrious E-Fed of ours between show number 2 that I was a part of with my buddy Jeko Knight, a guy that I've known and I've respected for a very, very long time. You know, we stepped in the ring and we won the right to go into the finals, the final match, the upper echelon of the Intercontinental Championship match, which, by the way, need I remind you that the stage is set. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of ICW, if you tune in to any E-Fed pay-per-view, then let me tell you something. Legendary, which is quite appropriately named, the very first inaugural pay-per-view for the ICW, okay? Like I said, it's quite appropriately named, especially for a man of my caliber, okay? Because let me tell you something. The stage is definitely set. It is going to be me going against Jeko Knight and about 3 or 4 other guys, okay? There's a guy named Ryan in there. There's a guy named L something. You know what? It really doesn't matter. Because this is the ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship. One of the best prizes in the game today, okay? And you know what? First of all, let me tell you something. I am no stranger to the Intercontinental Championship. Oh, no. Because you see, if you followed my career, I am a former 2-time YTWE 18-plus Intercontinental Champion, and I am definitely no stranger to a 6-way dance ladder match for that Intercontinental Championship. Okay, I've been there, I've done that, and you know what? I will do it again. Because you know what, ladies and gentlemen, on December the 31st, 2016, the very last day of the year, ICW, it presents the legendary pay-per-view, the inaugural pay-per-view, and it is going to be my distinct pleasure, opportunity, my honor to represent this company in such a catastrophic type of match. Okay, this match is dangerous. Okay, I mean, when you have four to six of the best superstars in the world today going in that ladder match, things are gonna get a little nuts. Okay, it is do or die time. It is the time to either put up or shut up. You either go big or you go home and you bury your head in the sand. Now, I, for one, have always been willing, ready, and able to bust my balls and break my ass to obtain what I want. And what I want is to be the very first inaugural ICW Intercontinental Champion. Now, things could go awry, things could go my way. I don't know until I get there, but I will tell you what, there is no promises. But I will tell you this, I am willing to put my body on the line. I am willing to do what it takes to obtain the Intercontinental Championship, and I don't think anybody else in this match is willing to do just that, which is why for me, for Boston-born Chris Michaels, I am the leader. I am the chosen one to represent this company with flying colors, with pride, and with honor, that I will obtain a victory in that match, okay? Because there is no second option. There is no plan B. There is nothing, okay? My only option is to climb up that ladder, the ladder of success, the ladder of greatness, and I will grab that championship. The Intercontinental Championship. That is the title that means the most to me in this business, in this, not only in this EFED, but all around the globe. The having be the Intercontinental Championship means the world to me. It is what drives me. And I know the deck is stacked against me. I know that I have a lot of competition ahead. I have, like I said, no questions asked. Some of the best superstars in that ring will accompany me in that ring. And it's going to be a dogfight. But like I said, I'm willing to do what it takes. There is no option. There is no giving up. ICW, legendary pay-per-view, the very first inaugural pay-per-view. Let's knock the roof off the dome of which we wrestle in, and let's give them one hell of a fight. I will see the rest of you at that championship, Intercontinental Championship ladder match. And this I promise, you're going to get everything from me, Boston-born Chris Michaels.
Tonight, here in ICW, five men tell you a story about their attempts at defining their legacy. But me, not only am I going to define my legacy tonight and become the ICW Intercontinental Champion, no, I am going to prove that just like every man who busts their ass in this world to get what they deserve, I am going to prove that if you work hard, if you spend every day, every night, every living second that you have, that your legacy will mean something. ICW Legacy, this is my time, my moment, and there is nothing that no man, no woman, no mere mortal, no animal, no thing can do to stop me from climbing this ladder, reaching the top, grabbing this championship down, and proving that I, Daniel Mars, am champion. Tonight is my legacy.
Well, big words from all three of those men who sent in their thoughts going into this match. And here comes Boston-born Chris Michaels, whose motto is to never give up and always fight for what you believe in. And Chris Michaels is no stranger to Intercontinental Championships elsewhere. Hell, he's a former YTWE 18-plus Intercontinental Champion, so he would love to be the first ever ICW Intercontinental Champion. This is a huge opportunity, not only for himself, but for the other 5 men in this match. And like I said, this is going to be mayhem right here. This is going to be a war. Since it's a 6-man ladder match, we're going to see utter carnage here tonight. As Chris is getting really hyped up, and the fans love him. And there you see right there, the IC title hanging high above the ring. So the big question is, who out of these 6 men is going to be able to survive enough to get up that ladder and get the title? Like I said, this is just going to be pure, utter carnage. And that music only means one man. Ryan Paul Jones, contestant number 2 in this match. So to recap Ryan Paul Jones coming into this show, last week on Main Event, he teamed up with Daniel Mars to defeat KGD and Tommy Moonshine to enter in this match. And as for Chris Michaels, he teamed up with his good buddy Jeko to defeat Mike Murder and the new television champion Andy Richards to get to this match. And if anybody was placing any betting odds for this match, most people have been saying that Ryan Paul Jones is one of the top 2 big underdogs going into this match, the other being El Immigrante, but you never know. Don't judge a book by its cover is always a big motto for a lot of people, including myself. As we await the next 4 people. Oh, and there's one of them. One of the funniest men in all of ICW, but also one of the most athletic. It's El Immigrante. To recap his lead up to this match, he teamed up with Kevin Cross on episode 1 of Main Event to defeat Davie, Colton, and El Guapo to get to this point. The crowd is amped up to see their favorite immigrant. Olé, as people ought to say. So that's 3 out of the 6. Still awaiting the next 3. But man, I don't know who I would pick to win this match. I mean, this is gonna be amazing to watch. Who's coming out next? All those boos only mean for one man. It's Daniel Mars. This man, on his audio recording from earlier today, he said that he is here to make his own legacy. But he's going to have to beat 5 other men and climb the ladder and grab the title in order to win this match, in order to really solidify his own legacy in ICW. But then again, Daniel Mars, this might be a specialty for him since he is elsewhere a king of the ladder match. In YWF, he's been in a couple ladder matches, as well as elsewhere. So who knows, maybe he might be the favorite. But then again, we're in ICW, and really in this case, anybody's got a chance to win here. Two more competitors left. And that music means for one man, Jeko Knight. Jeko Knight, probably the scariest person of this match. In that Jason mask, clearly he's a fan of Jason Voorhees, but it's also an intimidation factor. And it did work back on episode 2 when he defeated Mike Murder and Andy Richards along with the help of Chris Michaels in that tag match in order to get to this ladder match. But also because of his violence, brutality type of style, this match is pretty much fitting for him, or this match fits him. And out comes one of the big favorites for this match, and one of ICW's favorite stars, Kevin Kross. Kevin Kross made it to this point. As I said before, he and El Immigrante beat Davie, Colton, and El Guapo in the tag match qualifier back on episode 1 of Main Event to get to this ladder match. So Kevin has had a few weeks to prepare for this. But I mean, how can anyone prepare for a match so brutal as a ladder match? But hey, the crowd are really hyped for Kevin Kross. And now it is time. Who's going to be able to climb that ladder and retrieve the championship? And here we go. Let the carnage begin. Oh, and Daniel Mars with a missed dropkick on El Immigrante. And already fighting on the outside of the ring is Chris Michaels, Kevin Kross. And Chris, Hurricane Rana on the floor is meanwhile El Immigrante with a huge half Nelson suplex on Daniel Mars. Jeko Knight going to work on Ryan Paul Jones. So already it's scattered. Oh my goodness, a huge neck breaker by Kevin Kross on Chris Michaels on the floor. Yeah, there may be padding, but it's still hard as rock. Big right hand or left hand by Chris Michaels as Kevin was getting the ladder in play. Meanwhile, Ryan Paul Jones, Jeko Knight continue to fight it out. And El Immigrante, Daniel Mars fighting. Chris got a ladder, but Kevin stops him this time. And now Daniel Mars, he's got a ladder, and Kevin Kross has got a ladder. Chris Michaels gets knocked down from a ladder shot by Kevin Kross. And Ryan Paul Jones has a ladder from under the ring. So 3 ladders are now entering the ring. Oh my goodness! A huge back suplex by Jeko Knight on Ryan. Right on a ladder. And now the ladder's set up in the middle. El Immigrante going to climb up, but Kevin... Or actually not Kevin. Chris Michaels stopped him. And I think right as he landed, he hit the ladder. So that's going to hurt, and Daniel Mars just tosses Ryan Paul Jones onto the ladder. So already people are getting mangled and bruised from hitting these ladders. People are fighting on the outside or getting some. It's Daniel Mars doing. He's getting another ladder. Oh, and that's a huge ladder, and he's bridging it up. I wonder why. Perhaps strategy to take out his opponents. Oh my goodness, Mars tried to go for a Hurricane Rana, but Ryan countered it into a powerbomb on the floor. Oh, Chris Michaels set up on that bridging ladder by Jeko Knight. Blue Thunderbomb by El Immigrante, but Jeko Knight. Oh my God! Huge elbow drop from the top rope right through Chris Michaels through the ladder, but El Immigrante. Oh my God! So much carnage. Huge superplex from the top of the ladder by El Immigrante. It is so hard to keep track of everything, but I'm doing my best, and El Immigrante gets knocked down again. Jeko Knight with a double arm backbreaker on Daniel Mars, and Mars rolling out to the outside to try and recuperate. Takedown by Jeko Knight on Chris Michaels right there. Ryan Paul Jones with the ladder set up, and he and Kevin Cross climbing up. Kevin trying to get the belt, but El Immigrante trying to push the ladder over. Jeko Knight gonna help, and they both go down. Daniel Mars with another big ladder. He is one to put somebody through one of those big ladders. Oh no, Chris Michaels set up on another bridging ladder, but El Immigrante going to the top rope. Oh my God! How in the world will Chris Michaels recover from that? A huge senton bomb from the top rope all the way out through Chris Michaels, through the ladder, into the floor. I figured this match was going to be utter carnage, and it has been. So far, so good. And now Daniel Mars, come on. Why do people always got to wreck my table for? Why? Meanwhile, Jeko Knight, El Immigrante up on the top of the ladder. Oh my God, not again! Oh, Jeko counters. But wait a minute. Oh my God, a suplex facebuster down to the mat for El Immigrante. Jeko Knight hanging, but Ryan Paul Jones. Oh my God! Huge splash from the top rope through my table. In the meantime, Jeko Knight was forced down from hanging from the belt down to the mat as El Immigrante and Chris Michaels battle it out on the top of the ladder. Kevin Cross, though, going to try and knock him over. El Immigrante was punched off, but Chris Michaels was pushed off. Man, like I said, this match has just been pure, utter carnage. So far, so crazy. And now Daniel Mars with the ladder set up, and now he's going to try and get the belt. Oh, but they're trying to do everything they can to stop him. Kevin Cross with a punch. Paul Jones and Michaels pushed them both off, both Kevin and Mars. And both Mars and Ryan Paul Jones both go out to the outside. Chris Michaels going up the ladder. Now, oh, but Jeko stops him in his tracks. But now Chris trying to grab the belt, but El Immigrante's up there, and Jeko Knight pushes them both off. Man, some big impacts right there on the mat as El Immigrante is rolling out of the ring to try and recuperate, and Mars scoop slam to Ryan Paul Jones on the floor. And Jeko Knight, if I were you, I wouldn't be posturing out there because you got to be aware of what everybody else is doing. Meanwhile, Daniel Mars and Ryan Paul Jones continue to fight it out on the outside as Kevin Cross goes up the ladder but gets pushed off by Jeko Knight. Back suplex. Oh, and a big back suplex on Ryan Paul Jones, and I think Ryan Paul Jones is busted open. Meanwhile, Mars with Chris, German suplex. And now Michaels rolls out to the floor. And now Mars with, oh my goodness, and El Immigrante hit the back of his head on the ladder as he was falling down. Holy cow. That'll knock him silly. Ryan Paul Jones back into the ring. along with Daniel Mars and El Immigrante. Reverse DDT. Oh, Mars tried to go for a drop kick, but couldn't quite connect it. Ryan Paul Jones, Kevin Cross fighting on the top of the ladder as Daniel Mars gets thrown to the outside by Jeko Knight, and now Ryan Paul Jones is at the top of the ladder. Oh my goodness, what is he doing? Oh, he tried to go for the big splash, but Kevin moved out of the way. And now Jeko Knight goes to the top. He's going to the very top. What's he doing? Elbow drop to El Immigrante. Oh my God. And Jeko Knight going back up the ladder again, and now he's going to go for the title. Chris Michaels trying to rush his way into the ring. He's going to climb up and try to stop him from getting it. Oh, a punch to the ribs, another punch to the ribs. Third, and another one. Now El Immigrante trying to push the ladder over. Not having such luck. What in the world is going on? As Chris Michaels, Jeko Knight continue to fight out as Daniel Mars and El Immigrante work on trying to get him off, and they both go falling. Float over DDT by Daniel Mars to El Immigrante, and now it's just Mars and Ryan Paul Jones in the ring, and Mars hits him with the ladder. So it's just Daniel Mars left standing, and now he's going to climb up, but Ryan Paul Jones is trying to get back up to his feet. And he manages to stop him. Powerbomb! Oh my God! Powerbomb from the belt, and he gets him almost on the ladder, but he got him right in the center of the ring, and now Mars is out on the floor. Now Ryan Paul Jones is the only one standing. And he's got a ladder, but now Chris Michaels and Jeko Knight are back up to their feet. So is El Immigrante. Mars is trying to get back up, and so is Kevin Cross. But Chris Michaels is the only one on the ladder trying to get the belt. But El Immigrante with punches, and Daniel Mars pushes him off. And a punch to the leg, and it knocks him completely off, and he landed pretty awkwardly on that shoulder. But he takes Jeko down and puts him on the ladder, but Mars with a Northern Light suplex. Mars! Oh, he tried to go for a Phoenix Splash, but he couldn't quite connect it. That was pretty costly, but Mars is back up. He's trying to go after Jeko Knight, and he manages to stop him from climbing up. Ryan Paul Jones up to the ladder. Now he's trying to get the belt down, but Kevin Cross is going to fight him for it. With punches to the abdomen. And Daniel Mars now trying to push the ladder over, and he does! And they both go flying off. This has been a hell of a ladder match. Oh my God, that was an awkward bulldog, and it looked like Mars hit his face on the bottom rope. I'm surprised that didn't break his neck. Jeko Knight with the ladder set up in the center of the ring. It's only him and Ryan Paul Jones in the ring. But now Jeko gets thrown to the outside, and El Immigrante enters. And both he and Ryan Paul Jones go to the top of the ladder. And Ryan with punches and pokes to the eye. Right forearm by El Immigrante himself. Mars working on pushing the ladder over, couldn't quite do it. What is Ryan Paul Jones doing? Oh, he tried to go for a swinging neck breaker off the ladder, but didn't make it, and he ends up taking the big fall. Damn right, this is awesome. El Immigrante trying to get the belt down, but it's stopped by Chris Michaels. Attitude adjustment, and powerbomb off the ladder by Kevin Cross. Chris Michaels with Jeko Knight again, a second attitude adjustment. He's trying to incapacitate Jeko Knight to the point where he can't continue. Chris Michaels climbing, but Daniel Mars stops him in his tracks, and now Mars goes up. I apologize. Kevin Cross standing in the ring. Somebody needs to stop Mars from getting the belt if they're going to have a shot. Jeko Knight fighting, and Kevin Cross trying to push it over. Mars hanging from the belt, gets him. Oh my God! Kevin with the powerbomb, catching him off the belt and powerbombed him right on the ladder. Good God, what brutality we are seeing here. And now Kevin Cross with Chris Michaels up. Oh, the elevator. Kevin Cross hit the elevator, knocking Chris Michaels out. Oh my God! Kevin Cross is, man, he seemed to be out of it right there. That was like a, oh my goodness, red arrow from the top rope. Daniel Mars with the red arrow on Chris Michaels from the top rope, but we just saw Ryan Paul Jones just absolutely destroy Kevin Cross's face with that roll-up facebuster into the ladder. Oh my God! And as Mars did that German suplex, he drop-kicked Kevin Cross, so that was almost like a good double-team moment. But El Immigrante with the ladder, knocking everybody down, but he gets slammed. My goodness, everybody's getting hurt, and Ryan Paul Jones suplex, back suplex on the ladder. Holy cow, what a match this has been. Daniel Mars with the ladder, trying to fight it out and gets to Kevin Cross. Ryan Paul Jones takes the ladder and knocks him down. And now Ryan Paul Jones sets the ladder up in the ring, and now Mars and El Immigrante are in the ring. El Immigrante going to now try and get the belt down, but no such luck. And, oh my God, and a powerbomb off the belt into the ladder. Chris Michaels goes flying outside the ring. Snap suplex by Mars to Ryan Paul Jones as Jeko has the ladder, but not for long. Mars gets it. Now El Immigrante with the ladder, and Mars goes flying out to the floor, right in front of me. And now Jeko back in the ring as El Immigrante's trying to get the belt down. But again, no such luck, and a punch to the thigh knocks him completely out. And Chris Michaels again gets sent out to the floor. Man, this has been an amazing match. And now Ryan Paul Jones working on Daniel Mars. Big hip toss neck breaker. And now Mars goes rolling out to the floor. Meanwhile, Chris Michaels fighting with Jeko Knight. Ryan Paul Jones in the ring. He's got the advantage. Nobody's going after him right now. And El Immigrante, he pushes the ladder over so he gets safe. And he's got an electric chair drop. And I feel like I'm about to lose my voice here in a moment. El Immigrante goes flying out in front of me outside. Only 3 men are in the ring. Chris Michaels, Daniel Mars, Kevin Cross. And now Mars, Northern Light suplex to Chris Michaels. And a dropkick right to the knee of Jeko Knight to try and immobilize him. And now Mars with the ladder. Setting it up in the center of the ring. El Immigrante in the ring, but gets punched in the face. Mars is the only one standing in the ring. He's going to try and go up there. Nobody else is making a run for him. And Daniel Mars has it. Daniel Mars has just won the Intercontinental title. Oh my goodness. What a conclusion. Daniel Mars took advantage of nobody going after him. They were all knocked out or trying to get in there, and wins the belt. But look at that beautiful senton bomb from the top rope through the ladder on Chris Michaels. As we're looking at all the carnage that took place in this match. And look at that beautiful blue thunder bomb that was delivered by El Immigrante. But there was the moment. Everybody was trying to get in there, but it was too late as Mars had the title unhooked and retrieved it. Daniel Mars, the new and first ever ICW Intercontinental Champion. That's our third of 4 titles crowned. And we still got our World Heavyweight title match coming up later. But coming up next, It is going to be a big grudge match. It's a dream match that a lot of fans of car wrestling have been waiting for years to see. And after all the hype with all the contract signings, we're about to get that match. It's going to be the first big signee to ICW, Travis Wright, going up against the other big signee, Kronicz, and these two have been at each other's throats with war with words, and it's all going to come to a head here tonight. Who is truly the better man? Is it Travis Wright, or is it Kronicz?
Travis, you and I are about to go one-on-one. And all those years of you trying to minimalize my impact here in wrestling, all these years of you hating and sneak dissing and getting all your little warriors and freaking circle jerkers on your side, trying to hate on me and everything I've done, all that's about to end. Because for the very first time, you and I are about to go one-on-one. I'm about to step through this curtain. And what's about to happen is, you're going to be bested by somebody who truly is better than you. I mean, it's obvious. You don't realize it yet, but everybody else in the crowd already knows that you ain't nothing compared to me. And I'm about to prove it. I'm going to put you in your place. And all those feelings of hatred towards me, oh man, they're going to turn so sour. You're going to feel so rotten when you look up and realize I got my hand raised and you got defeated. You got bested. And everybody's going to know definitively that I'm just better than you. And you're sitting there beat by the man that you hate so much. It's going to hurt. It's going to sting. Travis, are you ready? Because here we go.
Indeed, here we go. It is time for our big match prior to the tournament finals for the world title. The dream match that we have been waiting to see as car wrestling fans for a long time. And it's finally happening. But wait a minute! Right before Travis can get in the ring, Kronicz out here! Neckbreaker on the ramp! Kronicz, of course, gonna try and take the easy route. Before Travis can even get in the ring, Kronicz comes out and attacks Travis from behind. And now Kronicz is trying to beat up Travis before the match can even officially begin. Wait a minute, he's got a sledgehammer right to the gut! Kronicz is trying to weaken him before the match even officially starts. And now they're in the ring, and the match is officially underway. But Travis hasn't even gotten his t-shirt off yet. Look at Kronicz getting all excited in there. The man just cheap-shotted Travis from behind before the match even started. But now the match has started, but Travis is obviously weakened as a result of that attack, and then that sledgehammer shot right to the gut. But Kronicz has got Travis up. Oh, that's front suplex to the top rope. And now he's got Travis back up to his feet. Oh, but Travis finally going to get some offense in. Clothesline out to the floor. The referee beginning that 10 count on the outside. Travis now trying to go and punish Kronicz. Snap suplex on the floor. Travis obviously going to want to try and destroy Kronicz as a result, and into the steel steps. But man, what a night it has been here in ICW Legacy. Already we have crowned 3 champions. Andy Richards is our first ever television champion. We've crowned our first ever tag champions in the Wonder Bros, and our first ever Intercontinental champion with Daniel Mars, and we still got another championship belt to crown, and that's the World Heavyweight Championship. And that match will be up right after this. It's Stefan Guerrero versus DeMarco. But right now we got our dream match going on between Travis Wright and Kronicz. And right now Travis is in control. Big European uppercut and a big right hand taking down Kronicz. So Kronicz, for the past couple weeks leading into this match, he's been making claims that Travis Wright has been dodging Kronicz, while Travis, we heard from at the beginning of the show, say he's been avoiding him because he's annoying him to death and is stalking him. Of course, these two know each other very well from places such as YWF, which is obviously where the problems between these two started, but Travis has got Kronicz up. Big backbreaker from the second rope into a cover. One. Kick out at one. And after all of the war of words between these two, the wars of words between the two men, they're finally going at it right now, and so far this has been some good back and forth action, despite how it started with Kronicz with that sneak attack prior to the bell being rung. And now Kronicz back in control. Northern Light suplex, bridging pin. One. Kick out at one. We all know Travis definitely thinks Kronicz is an awful waffle, and he wants to hit him with the awful waffle if he can. Kronicz up to the second rope. Guess he's waiting on Travis to get back up to his feet. Travis still pretty weary after that sledgehammer shot to the gut before the match even started. Oh, but Travis counters. I think it looked like Kronicz was going to go for a front flip neck breaker, but didn't quite make it work because Travis pushed out of the way. Big DDT. Into the corner goes Kronicz. Up to the top rope, Travis. What's he going for here? Oh my goodness. This can't be good. Top rope, superplex. Travis for the pin. 1, 2. Kronicz kicks out. Just barely though. Holy cow. Oh, and Kronicz counters into a gut kick. Big elbow right to the cranium. And now Kronicz ratcheting on the neck and head of Travis, excuse me. And now he's trying to choke him out. Man, Kronicz just wants to do nothing but punish Travis. And now, bridging Northern Light suplex, but countered. Oh, and a big, big drop kick by Kronicz. And again, he's trying to choke him out. And into the corner goes Travis. Oh, but Travis counters. Left hand right to the jaw. Clocked him in the jaw. Irish whip into the corner, face first. And now up to the top rope. Oh, he's got him up. Oh my gosh, this is gonna hurt. Oh my god, a huge neck breaker from the top rope. But Kronicz gets out of the ring. Trying to buy his time and now enters back in. Travis punching away. Oh my goodness. Wait a minute. Oh, a guillotine. A guillotine right on the bottom rope and then a knee to the face. Holy cow. Oh, and a big elbow right to the face. Travis trying to ruin Kronicz's face, and Travis is hungry like a wolf. Not to quote Brandon Wolf by any means. And now, to the outside, hanging from the second rope, it's the Hangman's DDT. Oh, but Kronicz rolls out. And now Travis is going to follow him, but Kronicz catches him in his trap. Michinoku driver. Referee counts to 2. Into the barricade. And into a Northern Lights suplex. Oh my goodness, and a big super kick right to the chin of Travis. Excuse me. And now he brings Travis back in before the count could be reached. And now he's going to try and pin him after that super kick to the chin. And Travis kicked out. Travis kicked out at 2. Holy cow, how is he still going? After all the punishment. Travis very, very weary. But Travis counters. Kick to the gut. Right hand. Oh, wait a minute. He's going for it. The awful waffle. He hits the awful waffle. Oh my God. Right on the neck. He connected with the awful waffle. That has to be it. No one has ever kicked out of the awful waffle. 1, 2. Wait a minute. He let go of the pin. What is he doing? He thinks he doesn't want to win that way. He wants to inflict punishment more. But Kronicz counters. That might have came back to haunt him. That might have come back to haunt Travis. Super kick to the chin again. And now Kronicz got Travis up. Dragging him out to the center of the ring. Punch. Oh my goodness, wait a minute. Hooked on Kronicz. He connects with the hooked on Kronicz. Oh my God. That breakup of the pin Travis pulled might have come back to haunt him. 1, 2. Kronicz wins. Kronicz beats Travis. Again, I just think to myself that the whole, right here, this pin breakup after he connected with the awful waffle, or actually no, that wasn't it. But yeah, Travis, excuse me, hit the awful waffle, but for some reason didn't stay with the pin. I guess he just wanted to try and do it again and inflict more punishment on Kronicz for running his mouth, but it came back to haunt him as Kronicz managed to make a comeback and hit the hooked on Kronicz and get the win. But man, you can tell these two are far from finished with each other. And of course, Kronicz had that advantage thanks to the sneak attack during Travis's entrance, and right there was the hooked on Kronicz. But man, Travis tried to give it his all, but I still think that him breaking up his own pin after the awful waffle really came back to haunt him. Well, soak it in for now, Kronicz, because I guarantee Travis is going to want a rematch. But man, oh man, that was still an incredible contest. Well, ladies and gentlemen, 5 matches are done. We got 1 left and 1 more championship to crown. Coming up next, after the past 3 weeks on a main event, the World Championship Tournament finally will reach its conclusion. It's the finals for the World Heavyweight title. 2 huge brutes who have fought and clawed their way to this point. It's Don DeMarco going one-on-one against a Peruvian prize fighter, Stefan Guerrero. But before we get to that, we have a promo from Stefan himself.
Can you hear that? Do you hear the people out there ready to see history being made? Don DeMarco, I don't think you realize what's gonna happen. We're moments away from history being made. I'm here to finally make things happen. You see, people said I would not make it this far, but I have proven everyone wrong time after time after time. Patriot was supposed to beat me, but that didn't happen, didn't it? Last time I checked, Patriot fell victim to me. How does it feel to know, Patriot, that you lost to a minority? See, I find it funny. I just do. It doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter what people think. End of the day, winners focus on winning, and losers focus on winners. So at the end of the day, Don DeMarco, when I beat you, I'll be the last one laughing. And they say those that laugh last laugh the loudest. So I'm going to laugh real loud when I have that ICW championship right here on this shoulder. But do you hear those people chanting, that Peruvian crowd? They don't fuck around. But you should know that by now. Peru, stand up. We're about to make history. Again.
While I may not like Stefan Guerrero as a person, I do agree with that statement. Yeah, he who does laugh last laughs the best, or loudest. But Stefan Guerrero, he's got an interesting task ahead of him in the form of Don DeMarco. But while Stefan Guerrero's coming to the ring, let's do a recap of his performance so far in this World Heavyweight Championship tournament. Back on episode 2 in the main event of Main Event, it was him versus longtime rival Brandon Wolf, and he beat him decisively to get to the semifinals, in which that match happened last week on Main Event. Once again in the main event, it was this time Stefan Guerrero versus the All-American the Patriot, and Stefan beat him in what is arguably probably one of the biggest wins of Stefan's career. He beat a legend in Kaw, and now he's here in the finals, but he's got a tough task ahead of him, as there is another monster, Don DeMarco. The lone wolf himself. And to recap Don DeMarco's performance in this tournament, back on episode 1, the very first episode of Main Event, Don DeMarco defeated Anthony Ace in the first round, and then got to the semifinals and fought in the semifinals on last week's episode and defeated Saeed Muhammad in what was a brutal contest. But I think he's about to have his most brutal challenge to date, as he goes one-on-one with Stefan Guerrero. And the crowd are definitely rooting for Don DeMarco to try and win this tournament. And like I said, this is our final championship match of the night and our main event for the evening. And there's the reveal of the World Heavyweight Championship belt, and that is another beautiful title belt. The biggest prize in the company, and the champion will be crowned right here, right now. Excuse me once again. The bell rings, and it's time to get this fight underway. Big stare down, but Don's going to get the advantage with the front face lock and a knee to the side of the head. And now Stefan counters right forearm and a big shoulder tackle. Both men are very strong, very athletic in their own ways. But it's the question of who is the strongest out of the two. Well, that'll be determined by who wins. Into the buckle, and a big clothesline. And now he's trying to choke out Don DeMarco. But yes, Stefan Guerrero ain't called the Peruvian prize fighter for nothing. He's all about fighting to put food on the table at his home in Peru. And what bigger prize to go for than the World Heavyweight Championship? Oh, and a big club to the face and then a boot to the temple. And now Stefan's got Don up to his feet. Oh, but the right hand gets countered with a gut kick. And now Don's going to get Stefan up. We've seen this many times from Don. T-bone suplex into a cover. 1. Kick out at 1. Oh, and a big club to the face. And another one. Another left hand to the face. Or right hand, excuse me. And now Don's going to drag Stefan to the side. Stomp to the chest. Oh my goodness. Knee to the back of the head. And he continues to lay on there. And now he let go right there. And now Don to the second rope. Big double axe handle to the face. And now he's ratcheting on the neck and head of Stefan Guerrero. Both of these men are willing to do whatever they can to win this title. And we have seen both men really give it their all the past couple of weeks. Oh no, not my table again. I just had this rebuild after that ladder match. Come on. Can we have a show for once where no one goes through my damn table? The crew worked very, very hard to get these together without them getting destroyed. And meanwhile, Stefan Guerrero going to work on Don DeMarco as they're fighting on the outside. Has count of 6, but now they're back in the ring. Right forearm. And now Stefan got him up. Michinoku driver into a pin. 1. Kick out at 1 for Don. Right forearm by Don. And now what's he going to do? Irish whip into the corner face first. Oh my goodness, what could he be going for here? Set him up on the top rope. Oh my goodness. And it's time for another back superplex. On the back of the head for Stefan, and right on the upper back of Don DeMarco, into a pin. 1, 2, kick out at 2. Don questioning the ref's call, but it was clear he kicked out at 2. And now what's he doing? Russian leg sweep. Both men are going at it back and forth here, but right now Don DeMarco in control. On the right hand gets countered. Right hand by Stefan. And now suplex onto the top rope and back into the ring. This one's for all the marbles. Keep in mind the World Heavyweight Championship up for grabs. Sidewalk slam by Stefan Guerrero. Both men trying to show off their power game. And now Stefan gonna ratchet on the head and neck of Don DeMarco. Knee smash. As like I said, Stefan Guerrero has no remorse towards anybody. He will fight you and beat you up and maybe kill you, and he won't care. All he cares about is prizes. And that, but Don's got him up. Snake eyes into the top turnbuckle, and that gut kick and a big clothesline. And now he's stomping away at Stefan, and the crowd are going nuts for Don DeMarco. Right hand, another right hand, more right hands. And he's just trying to pound away at Stefan Guerrero. And now, oh my goodness, the power of Don DeMarco picking up a big man Stefan Guerrero into a powerbomb from the ground. 1. And a kick out at 1. Right now, Don DeMarco has been the one dominating this match, so Like I said, Stefan might have met his match, but as I say that, Stefan mounting a comeback. Float over DDT. And a stomp to the back of the head. And now he's continuing to ratch on the head and neck of Don DeMarco. So to recap what has happened tonight, earlier on in the opening contest, as oh my goodness, a huge senton bomb for Stefan Guerrero right there. But like I was saying, so in our opening match we had, but wait a minute, Stefan's got them Don up, neck breaker, right on the knee. But as I was saying, so the opening match we had was the over-the-top rope six-man battle royal for the television championship, in which Andy Richards won. Then it was followed up by the tag team grudge match between Men with Honor and the Ultimate Opportunists, and the Ultimate Opportunists picked up the win after knocking out Kyle Matthews. Oh, wait a minute. No, not on my table. Come on. Oh my goodness, this is not going to be good. Oh my god, Omega Driver! The Omega Driver right through my table! Good lord! The brutality of this match between these two. It's just been an absolute slugfest. Good lord. That has to be it for Don DeMarco. There's no way. There is absolutely no way. And now he's going for the pin. Could this be a 1, 2? Don kicked out! He kicked out! There's still some fight left in him. There's still some fight left in Don DeMarco, but to continue the recap, we also then crowned new tag team champions. The Wonder Bros beating the Kingdom. And then we had the amazing six-man ladder match for the Intercontinental title, in which Daniel Mars won, and then in our last match, the big dream match between Kronicz and Travis Wright, Kronicz ended up with a win after some controversial decisions made by both wrestlers either in the beginning of the match or during the match. But wait a minute, Don's got Stefan up. What's he doing? Oh, wait a minute! Oh my god! A spear right through the barricade! Man, these men are willing to do whatever they can to just kill each other to win that world title. And as I continue the recap, we are here at the main event. In case you're just tuning in, it's Stefan Guerrero, Don DeMarco for the ICW world title in the finals of the tournament. And these two have been brutalizing each other all match long. And now Don with the pin. 1, 2, kick out at 2. But also the announcement was made earlier by Fisk, who we saw for the first time tonight. Oh, wait a minute, but Stefan's got him up. Omega Driver in the ring. 1, 2, and Don kicked out. How in the world did he kick out of that? How did he kick out of the Omega Driver? Man, what a match this has been. But anyways, to continue what I was saying, Fisk announced, oh wait a minute, but Don's got him up! End of days! He hits the end of days! Excuse me again. Now that has to be it. Nobody is kicked out of that in ICW yet. Nobody has kicked out of that. As Don is just wore completely out, trying to recuperate, and as he's recuperating, Stefan is getting back up to his feet. But we heard for the first time ever in ICW from Fisk, and he announced that he will be the first participant in the upcoming King of the Ring tournament, where we will determine a #1 contender for the world title at Gang Wars, which is an upcoming CPV in a few months. But we still got to crown a world champion. And both of these men are just brutalizing each other, and Stefan has Don up to his feet. Facebuster. Oh, wait a minute. First time ever he's doing this. It's the Peruvian necktie. We haven't seen him do this yet here in ICW. He's got it locked in. He's got it locked in. Can Don get out of it, or is he going to have to tap out? He taps out. We have a new world champion. We have a new world heavyweight champion. The Peruvian prize fighter, Stefan Guerrero, is our first ever ICW World Heavyweight Champion. What a brutal contest between these two. As we're looking at some of the highlights from earlier, there was that huge back superplex we saw DeMarco do. And that wasn't even enough right there for Stefan. As we just had a classic brutal contest. And there was that big pull-up powerbomb that Don did from the ground up. But Stefan wasn't going to take that. And then this was the brutal moment. The Omega driver right through my announce table. And then the finish. First time ever Stefan Guerrero pulls off the Peruvian necktie in ICW. And Don had no choice but to tap out. And now we have a new world champion. Congratulations, Stefan Guerrero. He wins the tournament and wins the championship. Thank you guys for watching this amazing CPV. We will see you next week for episode 4 of Main Event.